Imagine waking up one day and realizing that every decision you've ever made, every relationship you've nurtured or destroyed, every opportunity you've seized or let slip away has been influenced by the same raw, chaotic force, human nature. It's a realization that can hit you like a sucker punch to the gut. You're not just a passive observer in this game of life. You're an active participant, shaped and driven by instincts and emotions that often operate beneath the surface of your consciousness. Robert Greene, in his work, The Laws of Human Nature, emphasizes that our instincts and emotions are not just mere impulses, but foundational elements of our existence. Understanding human nature is not just an academic exercise. It's a survival skill in a world full of complexity and contradiction. Every moment, we are bombarded by social cues, emotional triggers, and instinctual responses that dictate our behaviors, often without us even realizing it. Think of it as navigating through a dense fog. Without awareness, you'll crash into every obstacle. But with insight, you can steer your ship toward calmer waters. When you peel back the layers of your psyche, you begin to uncover the patterns that dictate your actions and reactions. This awareness can be profoundly liberating. It allows you to break free from the chains of unconscious habits and opens the door to personal growth and better relationships. You learn to see beyond the superficialities, understanding that beneath every human interaction lies a complex web of desires, fears, and motivations. So, why does this matter? Because understanding human nature isn't just a tool, it's a necessity. It's the compass that helps you navigate the chaotic terrain of life, empowering you to make choices that align with your true self and forge connections that enrich your existence. The journey into understanding begins now. Buckle up, because it's going to be enlightening. The law of irrationality, mastering the emotional self. You're sitting in a meeting and someone says something that rubs you the wrong way. In an instant, your heart races, your palms sweat, and before you know it, you're firing back a response that you'll later regret. This is the law of irrationality, at work, the first of Robert Greene's laws in the laws of human nature. It's the acknowledgement that, as human beings, we are fundamentally emotional creatures. Our emotions can sway our decisions and shape our relationships in ways we often fail to recognize. Understanding this law means grasping that emotions aren't just random bursts of feelings. They're deeply rooted responses that often stem from our past experiences, fears, and insecurities. Greene highlights the importance of recognizing our emotional triggers, those moments that ignite a flame of reaction within us. It's essential to take a step back and analyze why certain comments or situations provoke strong feelings. Think of your emotions as the weather. Just as a sailor must understand the unpredictability of storms and sunny days, we too must learn to navigate the emotional landscape that influences our decisions. This is where emotional intelligence comes into play. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions while empathizing with the emotions of others. It's a crucial skill in both personal and professional realms. By mastering our emotions, we position ourselves to make better decisions. When we respond rather than react, when we choose to assess the emotional climate before taking action, we find clarity in chaos. To harness the power of emotional intelligence, consider these actionable steps. Number 1. Reflect on your triggers. Keep a journal of moments when you felt a strong emotional reaction. What triggered that response? Understanding the underlying causes will help you anticipate future reactions. Number 2. Pause before responding. When emotions run high, practice the art of the pause. Take a few deep breaths before reacting. This moment can transform a knee-jerk response into a thoughtful reply. Number 3. Empathy in action. When you feel your emotions spike, try to view the situation from the other person's perspective. What might they be feeling? This can diffuse tension and foster understanding. Remember, emotions are not obstacles. They are essential guides that can illuminate the path to better decision-making. They provide valuable insights into what matters most to you and can drive you toward positive outcomes when harnessed effectively. As you begin to master your emotional self, prepare to dive deeper into the next law, where we'll explore how social dynamics shape our behavior and relationships. Get ready to uncover the power of human connection and the forces that bind us together. The law of narcissism, transforming self-love into empathy. Let's face it, we live in a world obsessed with the self. Scroll through social media, and you'll see a parade of perfect lives, curated images, and self-promoting posts. This isn't just vanity. It's a symptom of the deep-rooted narcissism that permeates our society. Robert Greene's second law, the law of narcissism, urges us to recognize this phenomenon and, more importantly, to transform that self-love into genuine empathy. Narcissism, in its essence, is the overvaluation of oneself, a bubble of self-importance that distorts our perception of reality. While a healthy sense of self-esteem is vital, unchecked narcissism leads to isolation and superficial relationships. When we're trapped in our own heads, we become blind to the experiences and emotions of others. We might think we're the main character in our story, but everyone else is navigating their own plot lines, filled with struggles, victories, and pain. This is where empathy steps in as a powerful antidote. Empathy isn't just about feeling sorry for someone. It's about stepping into their shoes, seeing the world through their eyes, and forging real connections. Greene emphasizes that empathy is crucial for forming authentic relationships, which are essential for personal growth and social harmony. When we connect with others on a deeper level, we tap into a wellspring of understanding that enriches our lives and those around us. Now, let's get practical. How do we cultivate empathy and break free from the chains of narcissism? Here are some actionable steps to help you exercise your empathy muscle. Number 1, practice active listening. When someone speaks to you, focus entirely on their words without formulating your response while they're talking. Reflect back what you hear, acknowledging their feelings and perspectives. This shows that you value their experiences. Number 2, engage in diverse experiences. Step out of your comfort zone and engage with people from different backgrounds. Attend community events, volunteer, or simply strike up conversations with strangers. Each interaction offers a unique glimpse into the lives of others. Number 3, journaling for perspective. At the end of each day, write about an interaction that moved you or challenged your beliefs. What did the other person experience? How did it feel from their perspective? This reflective practice can deepen your understanding and empathy. Number 4, mindfulness and self-reflection. Spend time reflecting on your motivations and feelings. Understanding your own emotional landscape allows you to better relate to the emotions of others. It's about building a bridge from your heart to theirs. Remember, real strength lies in understanding and connecting with others. By actively transforming self-love into empathy, you not only enrich your relationships, but also contribute to a more compassionate world. As we move forward, prepare to delve into the next law, where we'll uncover the hidden drives behind our behaviors and how understanding these drives can help us navigate the complexities of human interaction. Get ready to explore the depths of human motivation and the power it holds over our actions. The law of role-playing, seeing people's masks. Imagine walking into a crowded theater. The lights dim and the curtain rises, revealing actors immersed in their roles, each donning a mask that defines their character. As the audience, we are captivated, but what happens when the show ends and the masks come off? Robert Greene's law of role-playing invites us to recognize that, in social interactions, life often resembles this stage, a grand performance, where we all wear masks, playing our parts to navigate the complex dynamics of human relationships. Every day, we encounter individuals presenting polished versions of themselves. These masks serve various purposes: to fit in, gain approval, or even protect their vulnerabilities. In a world that often prioritizes perception over authenticity, it's easy to get lost in the facade. But here's the catch. Beneath those carefully crafted exteriors lie the true motivations, desires, and insecurities that drive people's behavior. Understanding this dynamic is crucial for deeper connections. When you learn to see beyond the masks, you can discern the true essence of the person standing before you. Perhaps that overly confident coworker is masking a fear of inadequacy, or that seemingly aloof friend is concealing a deep-seated need for acceptance. By acknowledging the role-playing at play, you unlock a new level of empathy and insight, empowering you to engage with others on a more genuine level. However, this exploration of role-playing isn't just about dissecting others. It also requires introspection. How often do we don our own masks, hiding our true selves to fit societal expectations? Authenticity is the antidote to this cycle of pretense. When you embrace who you truly are, imperfections and all, you invite others to do the same. Authenticity fosters genuine connections, transforming shallow interactions into meaningful relationships. To navigate the social landscape effectively, here are some practical steps you can take to see through the masks. Number 1. Observe nonverbal cues. Pay attention to body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. Often, what people say is less revealing than how they say it. A smile may mask discomfort, while a frown could hide a desire for connection. Number 2. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage deeper conversations by asking questions that invite people to share more than surface-level responses. Instead of "How was your day?" try "What was the most challenging part of your day?" This opens the door to genuine expression. Number 3. Practice radical honesty. Commit to being transparent in your interactions. Share your thoughts and feelings openly, creating a safe space for others to drop their masks and be authentic with you. Number 4. Reflect on your own masks. Take time to consider the roles you play in various contexts. Are you being true to yourself, or are you wearing a mask to please others? Self-awareness is the first step to authenticity. Recognizing the masks people wear is more than just a skill. It's a pathway to richer, more fulfilling interactions. As we peel back these layers, we can engage with others meaningfully, fostering connections rooted in truth. Get ready, because our next exploration will delve into the intricate web of social dynamics, exposing the hidden motivations behind people's actions and how you can navigate these complexities with fines. Buckle up as we uncover the layers of human interaction, revealing the true essence of connection. The law of compulsive behavior, determining character strength. Picture this. You're on a treadmill, sprinting with all your might, sweat dripping from your brow. Your heart races, your legs burn, but no matter how hard you push, the scenery remains unchanged. This is what compulsive behavior feels like: intense, exhausting, and ultimately fruitless. In Robert Greene's exploration of human nature, the law of compulsive behavior reveals how these patterns shape our personalities and decision-making, often keeping us stuck in a loop of our own making. Compulsive behaviors are not just quirks. They are deeply ingrained habits that define who we are and how we interact with the world. Whether it's the need to check our phones every few minutes, overindulging in unhealthy food, or continuously seeking validation from others, these compulsions can create barriers to genuine growth and fulfillment. They can be like the invisible strings of a puppet master, pulling us in directions we may not even want to go. Recognizing these behaviors is crucial, not only in ourselves, but also in others. When we become aware of our compulsions, we unlock the power to change them. Similarly, when we observe compulsive tendencies in those around us, we gain insight into their motivations and fears, allowing for deeper understanding and connection. However, breaking free from negative compulsions is no small feat. It requires a blend of self-awareness, intention, and action. Here are some strategies to help you escape the treadmill of compulsive behavior. Number 1. Journaling for insight. Start by keeping a daily journal to track your behaviors and emotional triggers. Write down moments when you find yourself succumbing to a compulsion. Over time, patterns will emerge, illuminating the underlying fears or desires driving these behaviors. Number 2. Implement a pause button. When you feel the urge to engage in a compulsive behavior, pause for a moment. Take 3 deep breaths and ask yourself. This simple act of mindfulness can create space between impulse and action, allowing you to choose a different response. Number 3. Set small, achievable goals. Instead of attempting to eliminate a compulsion overnight, set realistic, incremental goals. For instance, if you want to reduce screen time, start by setting a timer for 30 minutes. Once that feels manageable, gradually increase the duration. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Number 4. Seek accountability. Share your goals with a trusted friend or family member who can provide support and encouragement. Having someone to hold you accountable can make the journey toward change feel less isolating and more achievable. Number 5. Replace compulsions with positive habits. Identify healthier alternatives to your compulsive behaviors. If you find yourself mindlessly scrolling through social media, consider swapping that time for a short walk, reading a book, or practicing a hobby. Redirecting your energy can help break the cycle. Awareness is the first step toward breaking free from compulsive patterns. By shining a light on these behaviors, you reclaim your power and create the opportunity for personal growth and transformation. As we've uncovered, our behaviors, compulsions, and even the masks we wear all stem from a deeply rooted human nature, one that we can learn to master. Eyes to it. By understanding these laws of human behavior, we've taken the first steps towards breaking free from our emotional triggers and compulsive patterns, allowing us to regain control over our actions. But we're just getting started. This is only the beginning of your journey into the intricate web of human nature. In Part 2, we'll peel back even more layers, exploring how our desires, social environments, and short-term thinking play a pivotal role in shaping who we are and how we interact with the world. So, if you're ready to dive even deeper and truly understand the invisible forces pulling the strings behind your decisions. Don't miss part 2. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next step in unlocking the full power of human nature.